Hey you guys, how you doing? Hey Susan, hey Shannon, hey Pearl, hey Philip, hey Angie, how are you? Hey Joe, hey Linda, hey Scott. I was just messing around with, hey Cheryl, how are you? With some video. I got a new video camera today. I was out testing it. Hey Shannon, how are you? Yeah, what's going on with you, Shannon? Hey, up in the house, how are you? How's it going? Hey Susan. Well, I hope things improve for you. Good. You know what I've been doing for about the last week? I know this is going to sound crazy to you, but I've been staying up all night. Oh, sorry about that, Shannon. Hey, Angie. Yeah, it takes are really bad this year. I've done this before. I mean, I think I might have a sleep disorder, not sleep apnea, but maybe a circadian rhythm disorder. I've always kind of been like this way. And it just kind of takes you out of the mix to stay up all night. But I go to bed about 6:37. Only sleep till around 11:30. Actually, I feel better doing this than I do when I get like more sleep. No, no, she was out there. I ran her around quite a bit today. Hey, Patel, how are you? Hey, Pamela, how's it going? It's so weird. I mean, there's pretty good studies on sleep deprivation and increasing moods. It's really weird. I've been that way since a kid. Yeah, it's you get more done if you're an early riser, but I certainly feel better when I stay up all night. Crazy. We're gonna have 4 days of 90 degrees. Nuts. Yeah, I've been doing my, I got my painting all prepped and stuff. It's weird. Most things I'm not really into, obviously, not into cars and vans and keeping them new looking, that's for sure. But certain things I am, like my computers, my cameras. And when I do a project, everything else plays second fiddle. I'm a fanatic on anything I do. It takes forever. I could never like do home improvement. I'd go out of business because I take too long. I'm absolute nut about it. My neighbors have tried to get me to do stuff for them. I wouldn't say it's a good way to be because so many other things suffer that aren't even average when I get that way. I redid my garage about 4 years ago, and people say it looks nicer than their dining room. I mean, it's really obsessive, and I'm doing that with each room in my house now. Yeah, I'm sure food has a lot to do with it. Yeah, I would believe that. Yeah, yeah. I only do it with certain things. It's so weird. Yeah, I'm gonna do an internet radio show. I think in the fall. Yeah, 4 days of 90, 91. It's crazy. Philip, did you get GoPro 9s? Is that what you got? You're unable to use them, aren't you? Yeah, I want to do like, have people call in. I sure do. I've been getting kind of burned out on YouTube lately. I'm definitely changing a lot of things. Yeah, like, different topics, whatever. I'm assuming she's doing okay. I think I would hear from somebody, but the problem with that is, she panhandles a lot, and that area is absolutely shut down. They're building that new international bridge between Detroit and Windsor, and the service drive shut down. I mean, there's no way to make extra money now. Yeah, I've been planning that for a while, but I'm going to set it up right, not something Mickey Mouse. To say the truth, if I could, I would buy a legitimate FM station, because I'm telling you, this is like a lot of things. I'm not talking about big time, but I'm talking about a small town. When you have a legit radio station and you have a license to play like songs that you recognize, I'm telling you, you pay a big price for podcasts and internet radio. It's not the same. It isn't. Well, because FM, you're so restricted on distance. And when I've looked into it, even the internet platforms on AM radio stations in small towns, I'm telling you, unless you're over 60, you're going to be hard pressed to find somebody that listens to AM. You wouldn't believe like I've been messing around with sound recording, and until you get into something, you don't realize how much stuff is, how complicated. Actually, sound is more complicated than video and photography. I'm not kidding you. When I listen to a concert or I see a production on TV or I'm someplace and they have an outdoor concert, I'm thinking that in a whole different way than before I fooled around with sound myself. It's really complicated. Oh, I was going to say I would have bought them off you if you couldn't use them anymore. Yeah, I mean, there were some really good, and there are some good radio stations down around Ann Arbor, Detroit, but not where I live. If the ones that I can, actually, I don't even think I have an AM radio station I can listen to here. And as you guys probably know, if you go on the internet and you listen to the AM digital version on your computer, it's not the same as like just listening to a good talk show host. Or we had some excellent talk show hosts when I was growing up in Detroit. I mean, even as a kid, I like listening to them. That may be true, Scott. Yeah, that's possible. Yeah, it's expensive. No way. No, Port Huron's way too far away. Believe it or not, Angie, it's less distance for me to get to Detroit than it is Port Huron. If you look at Port Huron on the map, I mean, you have to drive your ass off east. I happen to like Port Huron. If anybody is into videography or photography, you're not going to find a better evening sunset. Yeah, well, the old 50,000 watt days like CKLW in Canada, you're talking about crazy money. Are you in Port Huron, Angie? Is that where you live? I like Port Huron. I mean, when the sun's setting and you have a high deck angle like in June or July, and a freighter's going under the bridge and that factory's all lit up, it doesn't get any better than that. It's beautiful. That sun hits the side of the hull of those ships as they're making that turn. Really nice. Oh, okay. Yeah, I like Port Huron. Hey, lovely, how you doing? So I got that doing. As you know, if you've been around a while, I got out of collecting everything. I don't collect anything anymore. I did get a new camera today. Went out and messed around with that. They've dropped a lot of features on these new cameras. But the things that I really needed, like low light sensitivity at night, this is way better. Hey, Penny, how you doing? Yeah, I get out there every once in a while, Angie. Not that much because it's so far out of the way. It's not on the way. And now with this Corona bullshit, not being able to go over to Canada, I mean, it takes you forever to get to Detroit from Port Huron, and to get back to West Branch, it's further. It's just so out of the way. The only, I mean, they have a Super Menards that's southeast of Flint, over like near Davison. I like stopping by there. Oh, okay. Yeah, you're lucky you got a good relationship with somebody like that, Philip. You know, I'll tell you, I was really big into eBay at one time. I think I've been on eBay 22 years. Sold maybe 300 things, but bought a ton. And I'll tell you, there wasn't anything like the heyday of eBay. It's great. You know, you can't even talk to anybody on the phone there anymore. There's two scammers trying to sell GoPro 9s. If you go on eBay, he's in Florida. Yeah, zero feedback, $250, bullshit. They're stolen pictures. So I was going to call eBay and tip them off. You can't even get a hold of anybody. Yeah, 94, boy, is it ever. Yep. 94 forever. I like the area of St. Clair River. That's a great place in the winter when that ice gets backed up and jammed. I looked into these 360 cameras, but to be honest with you, I'm just not really into them. You know, most of them are 6 and 8K because when you spread them, when you take a circular image, they have the same problem with, you know, the Earth is round and making it on a flat plane for a GPS. It's similar with 360 cameras. When you're taking a sphere image and you're trying to put it on a rectangle screen, you lose a lot of resolution spreading it like that, trying to condense it into a viewable file. No, you know, I'm not feeding the cats. I mean, oh, well, I shouldn't say that. Actually, I gave them half of a pork roast last night. And what the hell else I give them? Something else, some chicken. But our cats are all overweight. The neighbors down at the very end condor feeding them. I mean, I don't have a problem feeding them. I'm not a big cat guy, but I'll help them if they need it. They'll eat less birds. Oh, no kidding, Angie, really? Oh, that's cool. Oh, cool. You can see the Great Lakes traffic has really dropped off. Are you sure about that, Philip? I've never heard about that. I never heard about that with eBay. It sucks now anyway. You know, it's funny. Some things you can get cheaper on eBay, and some things you can get cheaper on Amazon. I just bought a 256 Class 10 SD card, and I got it for like $61, and eBay was like 85, 93, that kind of thing. Yeah, I didn't realize it. Are you sure? I'm sure if you started a new ID, you'd be fine with eBay. eBay's a shell of itself, you know, like everywhere else. Yeah, eBay has absolutely gone downhill. I was thinking about buying a kayak today, and then I chickened out at the last second. I mean, if somebody had a kayak around here, I'd rent it from them for a day, and then I think they'd give me my fix. No, eBay sucks now. Oh, Venture Pro, yeah, I'm familiar with that. Yeah, I'll come over there someday. That's no problem, Angie. It'll be fine. I don't know of one good place to eat around Port Huron. Do you? I like going over to Boat Nerd and messing around. I got 2 Italian Greyhounds about 20 years ago from a lady in Port Huron. What a pain in the ass they were. Well, did you see B.J. Thomas died? Well, he sure seemed like a class act. Oh, Angie's Kitchen, okay. No, I never really, people die, you read about it. But I'll tell you, two that really kind of bothered me a little bit: B.J. Thomas and Alex Trebek. I don't know why, but it did. I guess because they weren't scammers. Oh, do you have that on all the time, Angie? Oh, Lake Erie, oh, good for you. Algae blooms. Yeah, cancer's a bitch. Now, Angie, wasn't it your husband that was having an issue? You don't have cancer, do you? Yeah, cancer's a bitch. I had a good friend of mine die of that about 10 years ago. Oh, you do? I didn't know that. Are you in remission, or are you being treated, or what? Oh, okay. All right, Philip, have a good day. Yep, take care. Oh, melanoma, right? Melanoma, right? Yeah, I've had basal cell, actinic keratosis. Oh, okay. And you've been treating that since you were 18? Yeah, I would like to interview you about that. Oh, basal cell carcinoma. That's not a big deal though. I have that too. That's no big deal. I mean, unless it goes untreated for a long time. But basal cell carcinoma doesn't turn into. Yeah, I've had that too. Yeah, doesn't turn into melanoma. Melanoma is its own deal. Tricia, why don't you just sit around and watch, and then maybe you'll figure it out. Were you born in a cave? Yeah, skin cancer. I've had a ton of it. Yeah. Basal cell, squamous cell. But the big one you want to worry about is melanoma. Tricia, you need to learn some manners. Really? I've never, you haven't had to get a tram flap or anything, have you? I'll tell you, there's a place I used to get my oil changed. Good guy working there. There's 3 times I've told people they had cancer. And 2 of them I gave $100 to go to the doctor. And the one guy that I'm talking about now, barely escaped major plastic surgery. I told him, man, you have basal cell carcinoma. Didn't have insurance. You get bent over if you don't have insurance and you're not on Medicaid. Hey, Stephanie, how you doing? Hey, Stephanie, I've asked you a couple times, send me your address again, will you? We'll send that out tomorrow, I promise you. Yeah, I saw that, Steve. Isn't that weird? He's been acting kind of strange if you pay attention to him. I like him. I mean, his whole career he's been a good guy and stayed out of bullshit. But boy, it almost seems like he's having some psychiatric issues. Yeah, send it to me. Will you send? You have my email, don't you, Stephanie? I promise you, I'll send it out tomorrow. I went through this. They were supposed to get these new no-fee credit cards, and you don't have PayPal, Cash App. Fraud's up 300%. So before you know it, 1 month turns into 6. So I'm just going to send you a check, deposit it, and do whatever you want with it. Yeah, no problem. Glad to do it. Sorry it took so long. I do that sometimes. Once it gets over the easy threshold, I just seem to drag my feet. If it would have been, because these cash cards and all this stuff, it's a nightmare spending the rest of the money on them after you go out and get your good dinner. Is that place open, by the way? The place where you're going to go get a nice dinner and take an Uber over there? Yeah, that's no problem. Glad to do it. I promise you, send it to me and I will send it tomorrow. If you had a PayPal, I would have given it to you when I first offered it to you. Glad to do it. You deserve it. Go have a nice dinner, have a few drinks, and take an Uber. Oh, Angie's got, oh, so it's a place you have. Okay. Oh, okay. Red truck stops. Wow. Yeah, wherever you want to go is fine. But that's not where you were talking about going before. There was another place that you were going to go to. You can go wherever you want. I don't care. But I'm going to send you enough money for the best steak they have, some drinks, and an Uber back and forth. Uber. I got a bed and breakfast in Florida, Angie. Before you do that, talk to my wife. There's a lot of bullshit connected with those. I'd be glad to give you her phone number and she can tell you the ins and outs. She's been running one for 25 years. Yeah, whatever you want. Get whatever you want. Hey, now, Stephanie, here's the deal. I'm not cheap, right? And I want you to have a good time. And it seemed like when you sent me that information on the place that you were interested in going, that I thought, well, $150 would cover it. But I don't want you to be shy about this now because I don't want to be bullshitting around. I want you to be able to go over there, get whatever you want to eat. I don't care how much the steak costs. I'm kind of out of touch with that, right? Drinks are expensive at nice steakhouses. Uber's not cheap. So $150 might not cut it. And I want you to check on that and give me it and just throw something out there. You can do it right now if you want. Because I don't want you to get there and not be able to get dessert because I didn't give you enough money or end up getting ground sirloin because the drinks were more than I thought. I don't give a shit to tell you the truth, but the point here is that I want you to have a good time. I want you to be able to leave a 25% tip too. So I got an idea that I might have lowballed that. No, she's a sweetheart. You'd really like her, Angie, but she knows all the ins and outs of bed and breakfast. It's a pain in the fucking ass. Farai, get out of here. You don't have any manners. You need to go get a book on etiquette. I'm going to tell you a funny thing about a roasted pig. I had a friend of mine. I don't hang around too many people. I'm kind of a loner. But I have kept in touch with this guy for 40 years. He's been married about 5 times. I like his latest wife. They've been married 18 years. He's the guy that had a gay kid, and I told him when the kid was about 8, your son's gay. I don't care that he is, but you better, own this. Long story short, they were estranged for years. They're getting along great now. He's retired. You got to retire at 65. Anyway, he had a retirement party. He was like the second in seniority at Delta. Good guy, big, tall, good-looking fucker, about 6'5". I mean, if you looked up airline pilot in the dictionary, his picture should be there. I love the guy. A lot of people don't like him, but I flew a lot with this guy, and I loved him. I thought he was super knowledgeable. We never had an argument. It was never like that with plenty of other people. Really, really good person. Yeah, I don't mind doing it. I think I mean, people tell me I'm a generous guy. I've been very lucky in life. I mean, I went through a dry point there about 4 years ago. I was cash poor. And now I'm not. So it's nothing to me. And I'm lucky to be able to do it. Yeah, Stephanie's been around a long time. If you don't get lucky and you're getting by with barely paying rent and bullshit, eating hot dogs and stuff. It's nice to just go out and splurge and have a good dinner and not worry about paying for it. And I'm more than happy to do it. Yeah, but believe me, man, I've been very lucky. This isn't something that I take credit for. Really, honest to God, I'm honest. I feel grateful that I can do it. Yeah, Stephanie, I think I'm actually going to send you 250 because I'm not really up on current good steaks and good drinks, and I've never taken a Lyft or Uber or anything. So, and a tip, I think they should cover it. Yeah. No, I've been shit lucky, man. I mean, I had a charmed life up until about 4 years ago, and I had a really rough spot, and back into doing good again. And I'm glad that I'm happy to be able to do it. I really am. And here's the thing, too. I mean, look, what I do on YouTube, like I said a million times, uh, if you'd have bought me a tank of gas 5 years ago, I wouldn't have believed it. And the money gets better every month. So I'm more than willing to give every cent that I get from YouTube away. And it's getting to be some pretty good cash. So some of the people that I've been lucky enough to cross paths with, like Tassie and Kim, boy, I'll tell you, they get free passes with me, whatever they need, no problem. Really, I'm super lucky to be able to do it. Yeah, I got lucky, man. I really did, man. But so I know the highs and lows. I never knew the lows until about 4 years ago. Man, that was rock goddamn bottom. No shit. It's just a miracle that I was able to bounce back. So, I got it made. Yeah, Stephanie, I mean, you don't need to thank me for it. I mean, you've been around a long time. It's fun to just go out and do that. I'm sure if we switched, I could just as easily be you and you could be me. And after all, hold off on having any parade for me. I'm just, you know, getting you go out and have a nice time. And it's on me. You deserve it. You guys know how it is. If you just got lucky and you got lucky with a channel, or you got lucky financially. I mean, I don't have any kids. I haven't lived with my wife. I'm still married to her in, I don't know, 22, 23 years. She lives with a guy down in Florida. And that's good for her. So I'm more than happy to do that. Can't take it with you. Yeah. Now, I do it all the time, but I don't think I should be rewarded for it. I'm just animals, people, I don't care. I'm a big tipper too. People have been getting so screwed as waitresses. And if I go into a place and eat, which, I'm kind of getting turned off on going out to eat. It's not good, cost a lot. But when I see some waitress hustling her ass off, hey, Jules, and busting her ass doing to-go orders and people not tipping, it's not good. Just don't feel, I mean, believe me, man, I swear to God, I don't want any credit for any of this stuff. I don't, man. I'm so lucky. I got a great dog. I've been, things have worked out for me. Yeah, I mean, if you're a server, and I mean, these people just been fucked left and right. There's a pizza place, this Angry Oven. I'll tell you another thing. Not that, don't anoint me into sainthood. But when I see a place that's struggling, or I think that I can help them or get them on the map, an example is the Angry Oven, which is a pizza place about 12 miles from me. They want to buy me pizza when I go in there now. And believe me, no, I can tell you this. I don't think this is anything to brag about, but I don't want anything free from anybody. I don't want. GoPro tried to sponsor me about 3 years ago. Once you get 100,000 subscribers, you get people coming out of the woodwork. I don't want to do that. If it's a piece of junk, I'm not going to badmouth you, but I don't want to have to put a link to your cameras if I think there's junk. And I didn't like GoPros up until about 6 months ago. So I don't want to whore myself out by taking free things. But back to this pizza place. It's called the Angry Oven. It's in St. Helens, Michigan. Now they claim that I really helped their business. I don't know if I did or I didn't, but I'm more than willing to help them. And they feel obligated because of videos that I've uploaded that people have watched, and they've mentioned my name. I wouldn't take a dime for that. No, I never take anything free. No, not a free pizza, nothing. I just think that taints things. It might not. I mean, they're just trying to pay me back from trying to help them out, but I'm not taking that chance, and they need them. I don't want anything from free from anywhere. Yeah, that's true. That's true, I do, yeah. Wisdom and knowledge, isn't it the truth? Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm not a Christian, but I've read a lot about Christianity. And if you're a Christian, you know that with knowledge comes accountability. So if you're unfamiliar with something, that's one thing. But if you know better and you do it anyway, that's a big problem. Oh, Oregon, yeah, I like it out there. Yeah, sure. Yeah, it's not cool. Yeah, Angry Oven, excellent pizza. They were really struggling there for a while. Yeah, they really were, and now they're doing better. I'm not saying it's because of me, but they do seem to think that it helped quite a bit, which I'm happy for. As you guys know, I have a Bigfoot, professionally made Bigfoot costume, and a couple times a year I'll go out and they'll ask me to come down there and like take pictures with kids and hand out balloons and shit, which I'm more than happy to do. Anything to help a struggling small business. Yeah, accountability yourself. That's true. That's pretty much, Angie, you're right. But I do think that, like in the case of a YouTube channel, I don't think there's anything wrong with being accountable to people that think that they have an idea what you're like and confirming that with them. Believe me, there's no bullshit with me, nothing, zero. I mean, there has been lately, man. I've been getting kind of burned out. I've never met more white trash in my life than I have in the last 2 years with YouTube. I just had this stalker drive up here the other night to confront me about taking her off as a moderator. Yeah. So the costume's really, really going. I don't like doing it that much. Actually, I bought the costume to run across the expressway before, but now they're trying to promote this as like a YouTube Bigfoot place. So it's not as, that's exactly what I didn't want to do. Oh, that's cool, Scott. Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you a funny thing. The guy that made the costume, when that John Benet Ramsey got killed, this fruitcake was on the news all the time trying to be part of the investigation. And he was such a weirdo that I didn't want him knowing who actually ordered the suit. So I actually paid triple to have the suit sent to a preacher that I know in Orlando, Florida. And then he had it forwarded to me because I didn't want to have any contact with this nut job. It's a really cool looking suit. I mean, look, I'm an older guy now, right? I've been around. I don't want to be popular or famous, but I've been on the front page of about 4 newspapers because of this stupid stuff. But it was all for a good cause, so I didn't mind. And they didn't really know who I was. It's kind of cool. It's fun to do, though. I mean, it's interesting to see the reaction of people when you're in a costume like that. I mean, this is a really good one. It's like feet, hands, the body, the whole bit. Yeah, I know that with these costumes. Now, this costume, I think it cost me $1,700 about 10 years ago. It's a professional costume. I mean, obviously, Bigfoot's faked, but it's as good as it gets. Yeah, you're right about that, Andrew. Yeah, you're right. Now, I've been down to Detroit in about 6 weeks. No, I mean, believe me, I've met every wacko in the world. Like I said the other day in a live that I did, no, you could. Here's the thing: that'd be a good defense, Scott, because uh, they're not native. So you could get shot, and if they got a good attorney, they could get away with shooting you in a Bigfoot costume. That's absolutely true. Anytime that I've done it, I've always given myself a way out. And even if you wanted to shoot me, you're not going to have enough time to get a good beat on me. If you search Bigfoot in my channel, you'll see the costume. I've done it. I've probably got 10 videos up over the last 10 years. But you could get shot doing it, and the person that shot you may be acquitted. People are crazy. But I'm changing up quite a few things. I'm not letting people. Letting people post links to their channel anymore. I don't want them using my name in the title of their videos. I don't want to meet any women. I don't want them sending me pictures, letters, presents, nothing. Yeah, let's get it started. I'll do it. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, the Bigfoot's kind of fun. I mean, but, I do it. I don't think I've done that in a couple years, to be honest with you. It's sitting in the closet. Yeah, Southern Oregon will be good. I'll tell you a funny thing about that is, I have one. I mean, I have once in a while, like I knew a lady called me one time. She knew I did it, and she had a handicapped kid, and she wanted me to come to his birthday party, which I'm more than willing to do. Yeah, I have had enough in a lot of ways. I'm telling you, man, first of all, my entire channel is shitfuck. I would have never named it Chosen One. It was just a joke. And I would have never thought in a million years. Actually, I have less subscribers than I should have. And the reason for that is because they think I upload too much bullshit. Which, if you're interested in, interviews with working girls, I can understand you not wanting to see pictures of pancakes and grilled cheeses. But I don't really care about any of that. I really don't. And to be honest with you, YouTube spells out where the money's at. I mean, if I was into money grabbing, I'd be doing way more interviews with working girls. They really kind of got too popular, and people were hassling them, and I just got the hell away from them. I'm not religious. No, I'm not. No. So I just kind of backed off them. I mean, if I was into the money grab, I'd be interviewing Maddie every time I went to Detroit, and I don't do it. And I've always encouraged people like Maddie and anybody else to start their own channels. I'd be more than willing to help you. Oh, thank you, Jules. Yeah, one thing with YouTube and maybe other social platforms, there's a lot of weird people out there, especially women. I'm not kidding you. I mean, stalking like Fatal Attraction kooks. Well, that's how I came up with the name, actually, Steve. Well, what happened is I didn't have a Gmail account, and I kind of got burnt out doing photography. And then YouTube came up, and I thought maybe I'll just start doing some videos. And then I just stumbled upon, I thought I'd like to interview one of these working girls. I think it was interesting. How'd you get here? And, Angel, Penny, and those videos just they actually sat around for a couple years before anybody watched them. And then they took off, and that's kind of how it started. I mean, this viral stuff is just bullshit. I mean, those videos aren't any different or better than anything I ever did. I mean, algorithms. It really got going because somebody took a couple of my videos and they posted them on Reddit. And a bunch of young people got, you know how that goes with social media and young people. So, I mean, I wasn't really looking for it. So, I mean, it did kind of happen, but I don't want to be well known, believe me. Yeah, I mean, I'm not patient. Like I just put together a miniature cooking grill, to cook steaks and stuff on. It's like $15 at Walmart. I mean, I never have anybody over. I haven't had a girlfriend in 20 years. I needed the smallest one possible. And I was so fucking pissed off putting this goddamn thing together. If if you'd have been my neighbor, you'd have wanted to have me committed. And all I was doing was putting together a miniature grill. You know, I got my faults, believe me. But you don't see those on my YouTube channel. I mean, I am empathetic to people that suffer from, you know, addiction problems and alcoholism and have been abused and whatever. There's another part of me that's not so great. Yeah, Penny, it's so bad. Yeah. Yeah, it's a miniature like a grill, you know, like a Weber grill, a small one. You know, these bullshit instructions. Daisy, she can tell. I'll tell you what happens with Daisy. I know I brag about my dog all the time, but I'm telling you, I wouldn't, there's no dollar amount that could buy her from me. I got so lucky with Daisy. She is by far the smartest dog I've ever had in my life. And when she can hear me whispering like I'm about ready to go off on something stupid, she'll go up and get on the bed and just get the hell out of there. You know, it's funny, it jogged my memory. I caught an article on the internet today that said they tried to do magic tricks on birds and they didn't fool any of them. And I believe that. Dogs and cats are the same way. All wildlife and nature is that way. You know, if you look at those boring videos that I upload of fish swimming around in Lake George, there's that one bass that is somehow interested in the camera. It's so cool. I really enjoy doing it. But the observational capabilities of nature is like mind-blowing. Yeah, Daisy's a fantastic dog. Yeah, I never really had any. Luckily, my parents were both boozers. Yeah, I'm lucky I didn't have that, you know. Yeah, she's an absolutely fantastic dog. See, a train's going through town now. Yeah, Daisy's a great dog. I couldn't have a better dog, no way. I told Daisy to stay one time. That's all it took. I can whisper to her in the morning. You know, it was really hot out today, and I took her early in the morning, and I can like barely whisper. I think you're going to have to stay. I went up to Home Depot and got some paintbrushes and stuff, and she stopped right at the stairs, didn't even come down. Oh, that's cool, Angie. Yeah, that's good. Now, Angie, do you work? Do you work anyplace? Oh, the podcast? Well, I'll tell you, yeah, well, no, yeah, what I'm going to do on that, Scott, is not really, I just want to like have people call in and, you know, different areas, things that you could talk about, you know. I don't know how old you are, but kind of like a Dick Cavett type thing, you know. I'm dating myself, old school talk shows, Tom Snyder. Man, to me, they seem just so interesting. And there's nothing out there like that now. You know, probably, you know, I don't really care how it does. Honest to God, people think, well, wow, you got a really good YouTube channel. Let me tell you how I categorize my YouTube channel on success. Is that I started it and I uploaded videos that I wanted to watch down the road. That's my idea of success. That's why I've never said like, thumbs up, none of that shit. Don't do it. Hey, Graphic, how you doing? I'm going to get out and visit Graphic out here in Las Vegas. Yeah. Oh, to you, Cheryl. All right. Have a good night, Cheryl. You live in a beautiful place. Sure, it's getting hot down there now. Have a good day tomorrow. Oh yeah, you're too young to. I mean, you know, this is how everybody gets in a certain age group. But I'll tell you, I think the talk shows used to be really interesting, radio and TV, and I just don't see it anymore. So I'm probably dating myself and getting into something that's a dinosaur, but I'm going to do it anyway. Oh, congratulations, Angie. Good for you. Yeah, go walk around that park. Sure, that's one of the most well-developed, beautiful uh, waterfront areas I've ever been in my life. That is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, graphic. I'm definitely coming out there. I'll take you out, get you some nice, have some nice dinners. I've been out to Las Vegas. Since the last time I was there? About 7 years ago. Yeah, I went to the McDonald's Worldwide Convention out there. Can you guys hear that train whistle blowing? It'll be a good time, yeah. Yeah, have a good time. It's a beautiful city I live in, Cheryl. I'll tell you back, when I started to do different things other than interviewing women, once in a while, maybe once or twice a year, somebody from a chamber of commerce would call me and say, "Hey, that's excellent. That's excellent Scotch, Benny." And say, "Hey, you uploaded a video when you were driving through our town. It's bullshit." Yeah, Rouse, Raus. Yep. And we'd appreciate it if you take it down because that doesn't depict our city in a positive way, and it's just 2 square miles of the entire area. And back then, I was like, well, hey, look, I didn't make it up. I mean, that's what I saw. The camera doesn't lie. But as I've aged, I think I don't want to make anybody look bad. I took the videos down. Yeah, okay, Sherry. Yep, have a good day. Oh, thank you. Oh, thanks, Linda. Oh, do it, Dave. Do it and put it on your credit card. I mean, luck's a big part of anything. A marriage, a house you buy, a car, whether or not you get hit on your motorcycle, hunting, fishing. I've been lucky. There's plenty of people out there smarter than me that haven't done as well. And that's the only thing I can attribute it to. Oh, thanks a lot. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to it. I mean, there was a guy, you guys, most of you probably are not very familiar with the old radio shows of Detroit. There was a guy called, you can look him up on Google, Electrifying Mojo. Black guy, good guy. And Alan Allman and J.P. McCarthy. That's the kind of stuff that I want to do. I'm sure I'm dating myself and it won't, set the world on fire, but that's okay with me. Oh, thank you, Jules. Yeah, believe me. I mean, it's funny because, I do get comments about my voice, but I'm not exactly a good-looking guy, and I'm 65 on top of it. So what'll happen sometimes is I'll get talking to somebody for whatever reason, women or whatever, and I know what's coming down the pike. And sometimes they'll want to meet me, and I know why, because they think I have a nice voice, and I'm always dreading it. I'd rather be good looking and have a terrible voice because they're going to be in for one big giant disappointment. It's a pain in the ass, to be honest with you. J.P. McCarthy, yeah, excellent. Yeah, I really miss that guy. Yeah. There are YouTube videos up on these people. Electrifying Mojo from Detroit, J.P. McCarthy, Detroit, Alan Allman, yeah, from Detroit. Yeah. There's just nothing like that now. You listen to a radio show now, and it's kind of, it's all computer bullshit, no real DJ. I mean, I got nothing to lose. I mean, it's not like, I'll talk to myself if I have to. I did that with my YouTube channel. I mean, you look at it now and you think, believe me, I had less than 100 subscribers for like 5 years. I was fine with it. So there's never any pressure with me. I mean, I'm not under the gun to jump through these imaginary hoops on what success is. I tell people, I block more people that I think have joined. Hey, I'm going to tell you something, Suicide Girl. You start talking this crazy shit, and I'm going to block you. If you look at the other comments, those are what yours need to be like. I don't want these wacko, stupid, baiting type abstract rants. or you can hit the road. Oh, thank you, Joe. I appreciate it. Yeah, Ann Carlini, that's exactly it. You know, I'll tell you a funny thing. I mean, you guys know I've been a PI, but part of that when I first started out, you do anything you can, follow, spouses cheating, if somebody wants to hire you for some kind of insurance claim. I mean, that's how it is. I mean, being a PI full time, less than 1% of the people nationally are able to make a living at it. It's a hustle, man. I used to have Yellow Page listings in 3 states in all the big cities. I'll bet I didn't get 2 cases a year from those. I sought after the kind of work that I wanted. I pursued it. It didn't come to me. Yeah, Arthur Penhauer. Yeah, I met him one time. What a complete class act. Arthur Penhauer. And I'll tell you another, my wife worked with Jay Brando. She worked with his sister down in West Palm Beach, Florida. Yeah, Arthur Penhauer is a super good guy, nice guy. And Jay Brando in as well. But when the revenue started to drop off in radio, they just weren't going to give him that kind of contract that he had in the past. But a class act. Hey, Eric Gould, how you doing? Yeah, I think they did, Scott. I think they did, yeah. Here's the thing about this, though. I mean, you guys are smart people. And, there's a protocol for meeting somebody. Hey, Sue. And once that's breached, you get turned off about it. So believe me, I've become an expert at seeing this happen. So I can see when, if somebody wants to meet you by virtue of having a YouTube channel and they're really onto it and pursuing it, it just turns my radar on. I don't do it. I mean, I used to meet people and how you doing, that kind of thing, get a coffee or beer. But I'll tell you, this last couple of years, it's been Arthur P. It's been one lunatic after another. I was not going to do it anymore. Yeah, do it, Dave. I mean, do it. I mean, here's what gets people in trouble. Just my opinion. I could be totally wrong, but they think they're going to start a YouTube channel. I mean, there's a golden hour for everything. I got into YouTube when it wasn't that great. I never had any expectations, so it could only be good for me. But now YouTube is like, I don't want to discourage you, but it almost, unless you've got some, crazy content, YouTube is a money-making venture, and they promote channels that they think are going to make them money. And just starting out now, I'm sure if I had to start over again tomorrow, you'd have never heard from me. But start one anyway, upload things that you like. It's fun to go back and reminisce on your own videos and see where it goes. Oh yeah, I'm so sick of so many of these people on here. And the money with YouTube gets bad. I give all the money away I get from YouTube. It's fine with me. I mean, I'm not bragging, but I don't need donations. And I'm more than willing to pay rent of working girls, send them to rehab, buy them clothes. I don't care what it is. To me, it's all free money because I would have been doing it anyway. So I don't give a shit. I'm not trying to bank any money that I'm sent from YouTube. And really, if you crunched the expenses over the years, and then you added in the camera equipment, and God forbid, of course, my time's worth nothing, I still haven't made a dime. That's what people don't understand. Oh, clickbait sucks. That's why you'll notice, I know when I'm uploading a video, whether it's going to, believe me, I've been around long enough. I know what sells. If I was going to turn this into a cash grab, all I would do would be get a customized van. I'd hit the road, and all I would do is drive around to big cities in the United States and look for blonde-haired, blue-eyed, heroin addict working girls. That's what sells. But I'm not like that. I'm not saying I'm a better person for it. I'll interview anybody about anything. But YouTube is very good with their analytics about letting you know where the money's at. And like I said, if I was looking at the money, the interviews wouldn't have dropped off, and I'd interview Maddie every week of the month. Not happening. I mean, lucky I think this way. I don't know why that I do, but I'm not saying it's some moral ground or I'm a good guy for doing it. But honestly, I don't give a shit. Probably because I don't need the money. I mean, I drive a van with 415,000 miles. I paid $75,000 for my condominium. I don't have any bills. So fuck them. Hey, Kevin. Yeah, they're a pain in the ass here. I mean, these people are absolutely crazy. Oh, okay, Angie. No, I mean, these women out here, I mean, you wouldn't believe some of the bullshit that I put up by just not. Look, I think I got the bar set high. I mean, there gets to a point where it's this. I don't think you're privileged to be a moderator on my channel. I don't think you're lucky to be part of a chat. I really don't. I don't. I mean, it's great that you guys interact with me, but I don't think you're lucky to be a part of this. I mean, I'm glad you're here, but I don't think I'm some big deal. But when I make the decision to get rid of a moderator or block somebody, it's not just willy-nilly. Believe me, man, there's a criteria for that. And if you're a troublemaking, stalking, backstabbing weirdo that lies, I don't want anything to do with you. Hey, Janglestick, how you doing? Yeah, Scott, I mean, if you need any, I don't want to say that I don't know any more than anybody else, but I'm more than willing to, help people. I'll tell you what I know on YouTube, how to do it. I love my Astro van. I was just looking for other ones. I've got a Toyota Sienna in the garage that I've never driven. I'm just not into that stuff. Clothes either. I buy used clothes. Have you had transmission problems, Joel? Oh, thank you, Joel. I got, I don't know what, I will do this fall, but I've got brand new leather jackets, expensive shirts. I'll send them to you. You can have them. I just don't like that kind of stuff. I don't know why. I'd be more than glad to give it away. No, doesn't need any repair. No, I maintain it, believe it or not. Yeah, I do. I mean, I don't care about the exterior, but the engine I do, believe it or not. Doesn't seem like it. I got holes in the seats where, if you've had a van that long, I've had dogs before, Daisy, and you know how dogs spin around, they scratch the seat? Well, there's big holes in the driver's seat, and there's starting to be one in the passenger seat, but I don't care. Oh, it's good for you, Angie. You got lucky. Oh man, the world's crazy. I try not to talk about that because it's my own negative glass half full bias. But to me, the world seems nuts. I just met a really nice lady the other day when I was doing those underwater videos. She works at an ophthalmologist's office. She's having her 4th child. I said, I don't want to seem like a dick, but my God, what are you thinking? No, that's true, Susan. I would agree with you on that, yeah. Yeah, I can't wait to get out there, Graphic. You seem like a good person. I'm really looking forward to getting some good dinners. Seriously, I'll definitely be out there this fall. Yeah, I mean, you know how it is. There are people, some people like you call it a gift or you've been lucky or whatever. And I would say, I was thinking about this today. It's funny you bring that up because I would say that relationship-wise, I'm a total zero. I mean, I don't have any problem like meeting women. Honestly, I'm just not interested, to be honest with you. I mean, I know myself. I'm an older guy. There are virtues to getting older. I had one girlfriend in the last 22 years, and I couldn't wait to get rid of her. It's terrible. You'd love my wife if you met her. I haven't been with her since '98. It's just, I think it's probably mental illness, upbringing. I don't know. There's a big world out there. You don't need to be June Lockhart and her husband. I'm fine with it. But you look at your strong points and your weak points, and I would say relationships are definitely my weak points. They just haven't worked out for me, and it's more likely than not that this is the way it's going to go until it's tits up. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Susan. Oh, well, I'm sorry for your loss. Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, thank you. Yeah. I mean, I know some people down in, the health club was right in the place that I lived when I was living downtown Chicago. And a lot of my neighbors thought I was gay because I never had a girlfriend. They know girls and they wanted to set me up with them or go on a double date. I didn't give a shit. Yeah, I'm a big nature nut. Sure like that. I do, yeah. I mean, look, I'm well aware that the videos that I upload lately anyway, the cloud time lapse, underwater videos, they don't do shit as far as views. I don't care. I like doing it. I really enjoy that. And there's one bass out there that just seems to be intrigued by the camera. I don't know why I like this weird stuff, but I do. I'm telling you, I'm totally obsessed with videos and uploading. I really am. I mean, I let everything go, but I'm out there taking photos and taking videos. It's like I can't help it. It's like drug addiction. Yeah, everybody's interests are different. Yeah, it's true. It's true. I just went and set my GoPro up at the golf course. These GoPro 9s, man, I'll tell you, if you guys like the cloud videos, and get one, it's a super deal. I just walked around for an hour in the dark and set my GoPro up in a tree. And it's going to come on at 4 a.m. and it's going to take time-lapse 5-second video clips until it runs out of battery power. Then I don't know what I'm going to see. Hard to say, but I'm starting to put my GoPro in different places. I like experiencing the sunset and the sunrises and places that you most likely wouldn't be at that time. Happy birthday is right. That's true. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody wants, I tell people this all the time. May not be tomorrow, but if there's any video, you can download my videos and for sleep or whatever. But if there's a problem with that, I give photos away all the time. Anybody wants a photo or a video clip or something they like, no problem. I don't charge for anything, even the shipping. What camera is that, Jules? Which one? Which one do you have? Yeah, I think sunset is beautiful. I'm telling you, Susan, if you like that, get a GoPro 9. I could walk you through how to use it. I think you'd really like it. Yeah, get rid of this Cray Debbie. I think that's a fake account, but I don't want that loser over here. Oh yeah, I'll do that. That's no problem, Scott. Yeah. Hey, good. She likes DC. How you doing? How's living with mom and dad? Yeah, I like planes and trains myself. I sure do. Yeah. No, anybody wants photos or videos, no problem. I don't charge for anything. Actually, I'm going to run an ad in the paper around here because it's just my opinion. It's crazy, right? I know. But these farmers have, been a staple in the culture historically and now, providing milk and they're getting screwed, selling it for less than they need to keep the wheels turning. So I'm gonna put an ad in the paper, and I'll be willing to come to any farm and do a video or photograph it for free, so they have a copy of that to give to their family. Good girl. I just heard somebody out here. It's probably one of these goddamn weirdo stalkers. Who is that? That girl. Tell you, man, it's getting to that point. These crazy people coming up here. Good girl, honey. Good girl, honey. You see anybody out here? Good girl, honey. Good girl, honey. Good girl, honey. You want a treat, honey? You want a treat? You want a treat? You want a treat, honey? Wow. Look at that. Wow. Hey, Fonda Berry, how are you? No, there's somebody out there that somebody coughed, believe it or not. As weird as that sounds. No, she only likes these one treats. You get them at Walmart, believe it or not. Probably come from China. They're a little skinny stick of rawhide with duck, lamb, and beef stuck to it. Yeah, I watch those. They're cool. Playing music sounds pretty cool. Elephants, all that stuff. You know how it is. What kind of brand? Here, I'll tell you. I'll go look at it. It's the only one she likes. No kidding. It's called Good and Fun. Good, and then the letter N is in Nancy, Fun. They're kind of expensive, actually. You get them at Walmart. It's in an orange and white bag, and you can see through. You can see them in there. Now, she goes crazy for them. Yeah, Dan Aykroyd. What's he up to now? Yeah, she's an excellent watchdog. Yeah, I like when they play those violins and piano and stuff to elephants and stuff. Oh, digital. Oh, okay. You know, I filled in as a substitute, as a trainer on an HBO documentary called Universal, SOUL. It was an all-black circus. One guy had a heart attack and the other guy got killed in a car accident. And I bred camels in Florida, dromedary, the single hump. So I did the New York tour, and I was actually an elephant trainer for just under 3 weeks. Oh, really, Scott? Yeah, I've been staying up all night, Sherry. How you doing? That's actually my wife right there, Sherry. What are you doing up so late? Universe Soul, S-O-U-L. Universe Soul. Sherry, what are you doing up so late? It was a good time. It wasn't long after that. They used to be owned by a beer company, Anheuser-Busch. I don't know what happened to them. Great. It was a great experience. Yeah, they are majestic. I watch all the YouTube videos of them. You know, the guy that owned them, there were 3 of them. And he would, he'd say, I'll know in a couple of days or not if you're going to get along with these elephants or not. And this sounds crazy. But what they would do is, you know, they're super intelligent animals, right? And they're very aware of their weight, which is crazy. If they try to kill you, they'll do a headstand on your body. And he said what they'll do if they don't like you, if you've done something that pissed them off, they will get you between the wall and their body and lean on you until you scream. And that's how they decided if people were going to make it or not. And that never happened to me. You know what they got when they did a good show and there was no problem? A can of beer. Give them a can of cold beer and they crush it in their mouth, drink the beer, and then spit the can out. Oh, they don't call it Anheuser anymore? Anheuser-Busch, yeah. Yeah, elephants are fascinating creatures. So cool. I got a big bound, like self-published book that they gave me for helping them. They wanted to pay me. No, I haven't, Cheryl. I've been just kind of like holding back, you know what I mean? Now that's definitely, that's my wife's maiden name. And she's well aware of anything that I do. We keep in touch. So this is just some asshole causing trouble. Yeah, you know, I get bored metal. I do metal detect, but not very much. I can only take it about an hour at a time. And it's not like if I don't find a diamond ring that I'm disappointed. You just get tired of digging and digging up all this junk. I mean, I go out in places where I don't want to be going along a beach and like having this goddamn thing go off every 10 seconds. I prefer to go in like places where there were old homesteads, farms, maybe 100, 150 years ago, and hope to get lucky. I don't want to hear that damn thing going off every 10 seconds. So my yield is low. I don't really find much most of the time, but I'm fine with it because you go to these beaches and these populated places and all you do is dig up junk. Oh, did you, Scott? Oh, cool. Yeah, I use a shovel though. I don't use, you know, I got the pointer and a shovel. I mean, I'm not dicking around with this little knife and this little like thing you'd use in your garden. And if it shows over a foot deep, forget it. Next guy can dig it up, not me. Yeah, private owner, you're right. And you got to watch where you have metal detect. You just, you know, and after all, I mean, if you owned a piece of property, you know, when you dig a hole, that dirt isn't like it was before you dug it. So I fully understand why people don't want metal detector people on their property. It looks like shit after they leave, even if they fill the hole. And a lot of them don't. But for some reason, I'm just not interested in finding people's rings and watches and quarters and dimes. I mean, occasionally somebody will get a hold of me and want me to try and find something they lost. But I'm assuming, I've done that 2 times. I'm assuming that somebody found it before I got out there, because if you drop a ring or something on a golf course, That's super easy to find. That would be like a luxury to me. Something laying on the surface that just got under the grass a little bit. I'll find that in a heartbeat. Oh, gotta get the pinpointer, Scott. Worth every dime. Get the pinpointer. They're not that much. I got one from Garrett. I'll give you the name if you want. I can't think of it now. It's the one that comes with the AT Pro, but no, that's like night and day. Yeah, okay, Joe. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I would be good. I mean, look, here's the deal on my channel. I'm interested in like helping people out that they're trying to, come up, young people. I get a lot of emails from people about starting the channel. I tell them, man, believe me, if you're asking me how to start a channel, you got the wrong guy. Because, I know I've been lucky. It isn't any great skill out there fucking around. So I don't want to claim to have some knowledge that I know deep down that I don't have. You want to ask me questions or get a hold of me, I'd be glad to help you out. But I don't think my channel is documentary worthy. I don't. I have a good time with my metal detector, but honestly, I don't use it that much. I can take about an hour looking around, so it's like, forget it. Yeah, do you use Garrett's air cooled? I see they make a lot of that stuff at work. You're always welcome to borrow mine if you want. It's fun if you want to. You guys live around Michigan. If you want to take my metal detector out, have at it, man. You can take it for a couple months if you want. Yeah, that's what I use, a Garrett pinpointer. Yep, sure do. Yeah. Oh, it sure is, Andy. Yeah. You're more than welcome to use my. Use Garrett. Yeah, they're really big on that. It's funny. You call Garrett though, and it sounds like you're talking to someone working out of their garage. No, definitely get the Pro. They're not that much, Angie. They're not, but that's the night and day. You dig, you go around, things starts beeping. You figure out after a while. I mean, I don't know really. I'm a novice, right? I'm not an experienced metal detector guy. But after you do it a couple days in a row, you get back to like realizing bullshit from a legitimate signal. But when you get that pointer down there, you got your metal detector, goes off. You think there's something down there. You put the pointer down there and it goes crazy. So you take a big shovel full of dirt, and then you scan it over the shovel, nothing. Put it in the hole again, starts beeping. It's exciting. Yeah, it's energy, yeah, right. I have a good time doing it, but like I said, I'm not that patient with it. I mean, if you told me tomorrow somebody lost a 3-carat diamond on a beach, I probably wouldn't even show up. It doesn't really interest me. I ran into some guy at the Oakwoods Park, where I take Daisy when I'm down in Detroit. He found a class ring, and I said, "What'd you do with it?" He said, "I sold it." I would never think of doing something like that. Like I said, I think I'm lucky the way I think the way that I do. I would be more than happy to return something that somebody lost. Like I said, man, I'm really into karma. I'm 100% believer in it. You're not going to flunk me on a test like that. Not happening. Oh, thank you, Grandma Bird. I'm lucky. I think being in a mental hospital for the whole month of June 4 years ago, 2 different mental hospitals, actually, it helped me out. I mean, I had a lot of time to think about things. And when I left that second one, I thought that I'm going to guarantee myself this, that, if I get damn ball cancer or get squashed by a train trying to do a GoPro video, I want to make absolutely sure that it wasn't because of some fucked up shit that I did. And really, not that I was a bad guy to begin with, but like fucking around married women or some stupid shit like that, or you go to a Walmart and all of a sudden you get out in the parking lot and you realize that those $35 Mach 5 razors weren't rung up, but you think they're lost. I don't do any of that kind of stuff. No way. I don't cheat on my taxes. I'm not lying. If I find something that I don't own, I'm giving it back. So when I get it rammed up my ass, I'm at least going to have the courtesy of knowing that it wasn't because of some fucked up bullshit that I did. And that's meaningful to me. Yeah, and it's totally unrelated to religion. Oh, are you? Yeah. Yeah, I'm reluctant to give, an experience like that credit, but I do. Like I said, when you're in a mental hospital and you're 61, it's not that big of a deal. When you're 21, it's a huge deal. So, I was kind of already on the downslide anyway. It wasn't like I was going to not get a good job because they knew of my mental health history. It's kind of lucky that I stretched it out that long. I mean, if I could have avoided it, I would have. But I would say it was more likely than not, which is a phrase they use in the legal world a lot. I think I got more out of it than hurt me. It really didn't hurt me in any kind of way. It really gives you a chance. And, and this sounds terrible too. I mean, to a Christian, but it's not because it's like God and Jesus and this stuff. This was just an independent decision with a clear conscience. Like I would deduct shit on my income tax and stuff like that over the years. I'm not doing that kind of shit. Yeah, I'm just not doing it. No, I'm not. And my dad was a shitbag, man. Believe me, if you'd have known me when I was young, we would not be talking. I mean, I did so much illegal stuff; it was ridiculous. No drugs, but it was encouraged by my dad. I mean, I was about 25 before I realized what fucking kooks I had as parents. I mean, I knew they were off, but they're your parents and you're biased, subjective. Yeah, I'm not religious at all. I'm not saying that none of these stories are true. I'm just saying that it's not part of my belief system. Now, if it is true, I'm sure I'm going to hell. I'm planning on it. Yeah, that's what I think, Scott. Yeah, I just never. I mean, I didn't even go to my dad's funeral. My parents were weird people, man. I'm telling you, strange alcoholics. I don't miss them a bit. My mother died in 92. I mean, 82. I was just turned 25. My dad died, I think, in 92. Doesn't bother me a bit. I mean, and I don't envy people that miss their parents. It's weird, I know. It's strange. But for me, family and that kind of stuff just didn't work out. But what are you going to do? You know what I mean? Well, thank you, Joe. But you're with your husband, aren't you, Angie? Estranged in what way? From your parents, you mean? Hey, Ralph. How's Kalamazoo? Oh, okay. Believe me, I'm well aware I'm impossible to live with. Oh, your parents? Oh, okay. Honest to God, it doesn't bother me a bit. I mean, I think I'm like 5% sociopath. I love animals, love good friendships. But as far as family and like relationships, I don't give two shits about it. Oh, okay, Jangle said. I really don't. I mean, that just didn't, in my lifetime, it didn't work out for me. Which, so what? I mean, I'm not like thinking I missed out on anything. It just didn't. Yeah, I'm not kidding you, Jules. Oh, that's cool. Oh, 30 miles. I didn't realize that. I would have stopped by and visit you, but I was kind of in a hurry on that Chicago trip. I don't care. Yeah, everything's open. I don't even want to look at these statistics on this stuff. I mean, the state of affairs in the United States is so terrible now. These businesses and stuff. Fuck. I mean, we're back to 1960s now. Up until this COVID shit, you could go to Walmart's, even in a little town like I live in, all night long. Now they close at 11. I bet that'll never change in my lifetime. There's a relationship to that, Jangle Stick. Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Oh, regard to yourself. Oh, okay. Hey, China, how are you? How's it going? Yeah, I mean, like I tell people all the time, I don't spend a lot of time researching stuff that I don't give a shit about. I mean, you know how it is. If you like it, you don't. I don't like green peas. I don't research why a person doesn't like green peas. Oh, no kidding, yeah. I mean, I think I would have been an absolute fanatic as a parent. I really do. I don't. I'm not. I don't regret not having kids. I'm glad that I didn't. I never wanted any. Yeah, I do too, Eric. Cold. I'm the same way. Exactly right. 3 a.m. shopping trips. Yeah, I like that late night stuff. Eric Cole, did you get your GoPro 9 yet? Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I do. You got to get one of those, man. The 10's about ready to come out, so the 9's, which are excellent, are they'll go down in price. Not like you think, though. Hey, when I was living in Chicago, I moved there in '98. I'm not kidding you. I can tell you this: around 2000, you would go to a Home Depot, and there'd be people at 3 in the morning waiting in line to buy paint. It was so damn cool. It was just exactly, what you dreamed a big city would be. It's not like that now. Oh, two girls, wow, 11 years apart. Oh, okay. Jules, I forget. You live where now? Where are you living? Oh, Sterling Heights. Okay. You getting any good Polish food up there? It was really cool, man. I'm telling you, Chicago. When I moved there, it was like there's a Walgreens that's down there, just down from where the Borders Books used to be, on the Magnificent Mile. I'm telling you, that place was. You wait in line all night long. Don't care what time you went there. Yeah, midnight's is cool. Only thing you're tired all the time. Hey, Frisky, how you doing? Yeah, our Walmart's closes at 11 now. Yeah, it's getting back to the 60s. It sucks. Hey, Doctor, how are you? Where you been? How's it going? Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I'm warning you, nothing great. I hope you like fish with classical music playing in the background. Yeah, what's the problem on that, Ralph? Your wheels restored. What are you looking at? Oh, China. Okay, good. Good for you. Venues in regard to what? Like growing your channel or something? Yeah, that's how I like. Yeah, walking around late at night. Yeah. Dave, where do you live? Yeah, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with your Jeep? Do you know? That's right, Joel. Oh, are you in Melbourne? No kidding, huh? I think it's so cool that we can have these chats and that people are like in a different continent. Appreciate you being here. Oh, Visa come across. Okay. Oh, you need a batteries are getting expensive. It's not like the old $40 a day battery. I think it's great that we can be up this late. I mean, just think of the pre-internet days. It's boring as all get out. Be like watching some reruns of Gilligan's Island. Yeah, batteries are expensive. Good ones. Yeah, that's right. I think I paid like 150 for my last one. Yeah, I know, 90s, 4 days. What a bunch of bullshit. I hate the 90s. I was thinking about this. I knew it was coming, so I'm just going to crank up my air conditioning, take it in the ass, and finish this painting. Fuck it. I absolutely hate hot weather. No, I know it's crazy. Yeah, I know. New vehicles are like ridiculous. If you gave me a new vehicle, if I won one or something, I'd sell it the day I got it. 50 grand for some piece of shit. Yeah, it was, guy. You're right about that. AOL used to have chat rooms. Yeah, heat sucks. You're over in that damp weather, though. I think it was Hemingway, wasn't it, Frisky, that said the coldest winter he ever spent in his life was the summer in San Francisco. Jenny Jones. Actually, I used to eat at a Chinese restaurant at Big Bowl when I lived in Chicago. I'd run into Jenny Jones all the time. She would come in there and, you could sit at the bar, which, sounds tacky, but it wasn't there. It was actually cool because they'd open up these doors and it was almost like you were outside. And Jenny Jones would come in. She'd have this big rain hat on and she'd pull it down over her face like she was some big superstar. I know the wait staff couldn't stand her. That's right. Hey, Flat, how are you? Oh, does she really? There was a girl that used to go to the health club where I was going to when I was living in Chicago, and she was Jenny Jones' makeup artist. And they shared the same studio with Jerry Springer. Oh, it was Mark Twain? Okay, my apologies. Yeah, okay, Mark Twain. I thought it was Hemingway. Oh, okay. Sorry about that. Samuel Clemens. I can tell you a funny thing about Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain. I used to go to I used to collect vintage marbles, handmaids, mainly German handmaids, and also machine maids, Christensen, Acro, blah, blah, blah. But they would have a yearly show in Hannibal, Missouri, which is where Mark Twain lived. Long story short, out there messing around one day, and I run into a guy who happens to be a county administrator for the county of Hannibal, whatever it was. And I was a big paper collector, photograph, ephemera, prose, that kind of thing. And he said, would you mind coming down to the county building and looking at the stuff that we've had in the basement? He said, it's been there forever, and I'd like to get an idea if it's worth anything. It's like, yeah, no problem. This is no shit. I go down there and into this basement, and this stuff had been there like forever. The first thing I pull out is the deed and 2 diaries from Samuel Clemens, Mark Twain. He didn't know Samuel Clemens was Mark Twain. About 5 books on prostitution houses that were there, the Prices, the Johns, the regular customers, just the most kick-ass stuff that I've ever seen in my life. Boxes of this shit. And it just went from one administration to the other. And he said, well, do you think this is worth anything? I said, yeah. I mean, this is like crazy value, man. This is super culturally relevant. I said, as a matter of fact, you need to contact the state and have them help you procure this stuff. This is like, I mean, this is crazy, man. Anyway, long story short, he did that. He later contacted me and thanked me. And it was just a treasure trove of the most fantastic historical shit that had been there forever that they didn't realize the value. Honest to God, man. So cool. Hey, Scott, have a good night. Yeah, isn't that wild? Yeah, it's really cool. He's just an innocent guy. I mean, I'm telling you, I mean, I've been into this kind of stuff for years, and I'm looking through these boxes and about had a heart attack. I know it. And it was at a municipality. It was at the county. Yeah, been there for years. He said they'd almost thrown it away. God. No, I didn't. No, I wouldn't have done that. No, I would have never done that. I mean, believe me, I would have. But like I said, I knew then that, it's culturally relevant. It's historically, uh, you know, just like the top tier of history. I would have never done that to them. I knew what they had. I knew it was like kick ass. I've been involved in a lot of stuff like that, to tell you the truth. I was a heavy duty ephemera collector. I got the guy at Deadwood, that museum curator, I got him charged with 2 criminal charges. Fucking scammer. He was fucking those people left and right. I didn't have anything. I'll tell you if you're interested in these kind of stories and historical memorabilia, look up the Mormon Forger on Google. That motherfucker came into Chicago while I was living there and just scanned them out, all sorts of shit. It's a super interesting story. I wrote him a letter and he never responded. He's in prison forever. The Mormon Forger. Hey, Christine, how you doing? If it wasn't for that 75 traffic, I'd come down there and visit you tomorrow. Are you working? That doesn't happen very often, Angie. It was just a weird circumstance, Isn't that crazy? The Mormon Forger, super interesting. Total scumbag. I know a guy that knows a guy that worked for the federal government, Library of Congress. This stupid son of a bitch got caught stealing shit and selling it on eBay. Super interesting. It really is. Look him up in Google. Yeah. Four to 1 o'clock. Yeah, I want to get down there and see you. I'm going to come down there tomorrow. Yeah. Still get that big size hamburger down there for sale? Yeah, it's fascinating story. Mormon Forger. What an asshole. I'll tell you, I decided also part of the good, I would say, that came out of being in a nut house was that I decided to not collect any more material things, which I have not. So I don't know if any of you, I've given away pretty much everything, sold some things. I have some few things left, and if anybody's into old paper, historical stuff, I'd be more than willing to give it to you. Actually, you can look up my YouTube. It's Detroit River. I have one thing for sale on there. It's been on there for a long time. But if you're into those things, it doesn't matter what it's valued at. For people that have been around and you like those kind of things, I'd be more than willing to send you that if you like it. And I have other things as well. Yeah, I'll come down there and see you, Christine. Frisky, you into that kind of stuff, historical stuff? I still have stuff left that I didn't sell. You wouldn't believe the money I've blown on like shit like that. Oh wow, Jack's Fruit Market. Oh yeah, I'll get that one. Yeah, I'll come down. I think I'll pass on the bacon. I'll give it to Daisy. I'll come down there. I think I'll come down there tomorrow and see you. Southbound, it's not bad. I'll come up 13 on the way home. Oh, isn't that the truth, Jewel? I just sent Stephanie my rocks. Yeah, turkeys are such a beautiful bird. I mean, if you commissioned an oil painting and you asked someone to paint wild turkey, I would be surprised if they could get close to what they look like in real life. Bring tears to your eyes. So absolutely phenomenally gorgeous. Oh, you're doing it too, Frisky. That's good. I like bacon, but not that much. You know, I know this sounds crazy, and it's not that I never eat pork, but honest to God, I got a problem with eating pigs. I do. I mean, it's documented, and this is in all sorts of venues. The pigs are smarter than dogs, and this just notion that I'm eating this shit is, I got a problem with it. I quit fishing. Look, if you look at that video that I uploaded today, I've been this way for a long time. I don't even want a fish to get a hook in his mouth. Goddamn thing down there just trying to get something to eat and survive. And, you know, I'm out there putting a hook in his mouth and it bleeds and he might swallow it. So if you look at that worm in that video, there's no hook on it. Oh, thank you, Christine. Wild turkeys are super intelligent and beautiful. Pheasant too. You want to see something really beautiful, Angie? Look at the Chinese pheasant. Look at a Chinese pheasant. So great. I mean, ringneck pheasants are Chinese. And there's different variants of them. Here's the one I want you to Google. The golden pheasant. Golden pheasant, which is also Chinese. I love turkeys. Yeah, I'll tell you, honest to God, my experience with Chihuahua has always been bad. Snappy little fucking things. They are cute though. I saw a person at that dog show last week, had a miniature rat terrier, which was kind of cool. I think I got off subject. I do this a lot. I think I got ADHD, but no one cares if you have it at 65. But anyway, when I was at this retired airline pilot's retirement party about 4 years ago, they had a pig roast. And I just happened to be sitting next to the window at the airport where you could see them preparing this thing to serve. And I know this sounds crazy, and I'm crazy, so it all makes sense. But when I saw them dismantling this pig carcass, I couldn't eat that damn stuff. I really couldn't. If I get it in a bun and, McDonald's hands it to me, yeah, check it out, Angie. Check it out. I could not eat that damn stuff. They were like pulling it off this cooked thing. I got thinking about this shit. I couldn't eat it. No one cares at all. Thank you. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I just can't do it. I mean, I just bought some buffalo tonight. I bought a miniature thing to cook some chicken and buffalo burgers on it. I got the same problem. This is a conundrum you have in life. Just doing this fucked up shit without a clear conscience. Oh, I love ducks. Yeah. You're beautiful. I've seen pigs going down the highway in January, freezing their ass off. I mean, if a pig is smarter than a dog, what more do you need to know? Just turn me off on it. I'm not a vegetarian. I'm kind of disappointed myself. I don't know what to think about this shit, man. I'll tell you, to be honest with you. If you look at the teeth of a human being and the protein requirements, and I do think that animals are for human consumption, but God, when I find out things like they're smarter than dogs, I mean, and not that that should be any criteria. If a beef cattle is not as smart as a pig, does that mean I should be eating it? It's just one of these goddamn things that you do that you just put in the back of your mind. You keep trucking. But I don't feel 100% comfortable about it. I'll tell you that. Yeah, they're so cute, baby ducks and geese. Yeah, deer too, man. I mean, I think personally, I think deer taste like hell. Man, I just couldn't like shoot deer. I wouldn't have any enjoyment. I'd be in a fucking nut house again. Oh, that Florida too. Yeah. I bred tropical birds, parrots. I had 3,000 pair for a while. I first get down there, I don't know shit. I come from Michigan. I'm down there amongst these bird breeders. My neighbors got murdered. It was on Unsolved Mysteries, Moses and Delilah Law, Lall. But anyway, long story short, I'm like in fantasy land down there. It's just like a whole new world. And I see these baby piglets, and I'm thinking, how did some of these pigs get loose? And I later found out that they were wild hogs. Yeah, hog slaughtering trailer. No, I saw that too, Christine. Was it the one that was done in Ohio? I do think too much. I would agree with that. That's true. I perseverate on things. Drive myself nuts. Yeah, no, I'm kind of like that too, 402. But that's the crisis they have going in the UP with wolves. If you're a chicken farmer, you're raising lamb, and they're eating half your goddamn income away on a 2-night killing spree, you're going to look at wolves much different than the rich, upper middle class housewife that lives in Birmingham, Michigan, who doesn't do shit and thinks they're just big, fluffy teddy bears that should be protected. This is just one of these conflicts. You cross these bridges as you age. Mineral punk. Yeah, I love deer. They tried to bust me twice up here for feeding deer. Oh, yeah, it's true, Jules. Yeah, you're right about that. Yeah. I don't see too many coyotes up here. They're around, but I don't see them. I've been out at the airport before where it's like you can barely hear yourself think they're howling so loud. Yeah, that's how I was. I was 16 years old, blue collar, white trash, hunting, factory work, that kind of shit. That's the kind of environment I came from. And a farmer used to hire me to shoot groundhogs, which made sense. They'd burrow around, fuck things up, make the foundation sag, you'd break your ankle stepping in a hole. And I would get $1 a piece for shooting woodchucks. I got there early one morning, set up in the barn, and 3 baby woodchucks came out and laid on a log and fell asleep. And I shot them and the mother. And it really bothered me. And that was the last day that I ever hunted. I had a neighbor in Florida that had a fishing boat. He said, I want you to take you fishing. I think you'd really like it. I like fish. I still eat fish. So we went out there. And we were catching these dolphin the fish, not the mammal, not flipper, the fish, dolphin, mahi. And when you catch these things and you pull them out of the water and they're suffocating, they turn the most beautiful rainbow colors. And I was stupid and ignorant at the time. And I thought, God damn, these things are beautiful, man. I mean, they look like oil paintings. And then I read about it later. I thought, this is one fucked up hobby. And that ended my fishing. Couldn't do it anymore. Now that could be mental illness. I'll eat a fish sandwich at McDonald's, just fucked up. So, you know what I mean? This is just a conflict that happens to you in life. I'm not happy to be this way. Yeah, that really bothered me on that woodchuck thing, man. That ended my hunting deal. Oh, no kidding, Jangle Stick, huh? Yeah, we're partying out and don't like that. How are you doing? Oh, yeah, I believe that. Yeah, there's some videos where, I mean, you know, when you're 21 and you don't know shit, you're gonna, and you see an alligator attack your dog, you just think, well, I better not jump in there. I don't want to get killed too. Actually, that guy that I stayed with in Hilton Head, 2 streets over. Google this. Hilton Head, South Carolina, 2 years ago. Goddamn alligator ate the dog. The lady went in to save the dog and ate her too. 2 streets over. But if I was someplace and something attacked Daisy or alligator, I'd go for the Grand Slam. Fuck it. It's not like I got kids or something. I'd go in and try and choke that motherfucker. No shit. Google it. Hilton Head, South Carolina, lady and her dog killed. Now, if that was my wife and we just started dating, that'd really upset me. But if I'd been married to her 20 years, that probably wouldn't bother me as much. But I think if I was like a young guy and that happened to my wife, I'd kill every fucking alligator I saw for the rest of my life. I really would. No shit. You know, I'll tell you now. Now I don't want to. You know, I discourage political discussions here because they just take any chat south. But where I stayed in Hilton Head, which is a buddy of mine, he owns a paper company. They make like crazy money. Gated community. I don't give 2 shits. I'd rather stay and piss in an outhouse. I'd feel more comfortable. But down there, you would not believe how these liberal wildlife nuts treat these alligators. They would rather your dog and your wife got eaten than hurting one. It's a $500 fine for getting too close to an alligator to take a picture of it. Now, look, I like alligators. I think they should be not messed with. That's a little too far for my personal opinion. They're everywhere down there. Walking across the street, the whole bit. Disney World, that's exactly it, Robin. You're right, yeah. If I don't care if it was the only bear left on this earth, and I thought a bear was going to attack Daisy, I'd put one right between his eyes and smile. Oh, yeah, they're crazy down there. Hilton Head, South Carolina. You know, these friends of mine, I'm not bragging. It's not me, it's them. They paid $1 million for this house. It's not what you think it would be. And the whole neighborhood's $1, $5, $9 million. It's not Palm Beach, Florida money, but it's pretty goddamn impressive if you're into material things. Nobody works down there. They're all fucking around at Starbucks in the morning, driving Beamers and that kind of shit. So all they have to do is take on some kind of pet project, and it's protecting wildlife, which in a way is good. But look, man, when it gets down to like their alligators are getting more rights than the people that are living there, it's time for me to move. You couldn't give me a place down there. Yeah, you're right about that, Frisky. Yeah. I mean, the beaches are great. This was a gated neighborhood, and you would have had to walk like 3 miles to get to the beach. If you go in the search bar, I will say this, I got 2 absolutely fantastic sunrises. Beautiful. I'm not kidding you. I mean, like nowhere I've seen before. I got 2 beautiful sunrises with my GoPro. I just started using my GoPro then. But you know, anywhere north of Cocoa Beach, Florida, The Atlantic Ocean's not very attractive. I mean, yeah, you hear it and it's cool and you can sit out there in your lawn chair. But shit, you can't see 2 feet underwater. It's that murky looking green shit. Forget it. Hey, good Blue Amalgama, how you doing? Oh, no kidding, Christine. Huh? She's selling it then? I don't really like camping. I like the ocean. I like sitting down there and watching it. But here's the thing. You learn a lot of things as you get older. I can stand it for about 3 hours. Let me give you an example. You remember that guy that like went out and ate those poison berries in Alaska and died into the wild? I like nature. I like not people being around. So I decide to go to Alaska. I've been everywhere in Alaska, by the way. Every single place. North, south, west, you name it. There's nowhere in Alaska I haven't been. So I decided to go on a 10-week trip to have an airplane drop me off and live in the wild. After about a week, I was about ready to kill myself. It wasn't at all what I thought it would be like. So the point here is, Christine, is be careful. Nothing is ever as it seems until you experience it. That's why when somebody gets divorced, I keep my mouth shut. Because unless you have lived with them, you have no idea what these people are really like. Christine, how much is she asking for that thing? Do you know? Christine, do you know how much how much is she asking for it? Oh, that's good, Blue Metal, yeah. Hey, Christine, how much is the whole thing? Yeah, man, that was a big mistake. 1 week into a 10-week, almost 11-week wilderness adventure, I was ready to commit suicide. I couldn't wait to get out of there. You know, the June bugs are out. I feel sorry for June bugs too. I don't know why they're trying to get inside all the time, but yeah, I don't like camping that much. I don't like sleeping in vans either. It's a chat, KGB. Oh, you're welcome, Joe. Yeah, how you feeling lately? How's the bad habit doing? You know, it's not cheap to stay in a campground. I don't know if you know that or not. I'm not sure, Ron. I think I was talking about a camper. Oh, really, Jules? Yeah, I don't like the idea of camping. Yeah, that's how I feel. Stay in a motel. That's what I say. Christine, is business picked up? How come you're up so late, Christine? Yeah, forget that, Blue Mountain. No way. Yeah, I'm not big on it. No way. Oh, good for you. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we get a, no, we don't have a full moon. It's cloudy here right now. No, I don't like it either. Only time I wanted to sleep in a camper was when I first started having sex. Would have been great, but I couldn't afford one. Oh, you're lucky, Christine. Well, 3 grand, huh? That's not bad. Yeah, Angie girl, I mean, I'll tell you this, you see the Milky Way from a different angle when you're in Alaska. So much more beautiful. You think she's asking too much for her, Christine? Yeah, it is, Angie. It sure is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Milky Way is cool. Thought provoking, that's for sure. Hey, Lozy, how are you? Well, isn't it great just staying up late like this, screwing around? Yeah, no, it's beautiful. Milky Way. Be living on Mars pretty soon. You a little tired, huh? Why is that? You working too much? Or you stressed out? Yeah, you're right about that, Christine. Yeah. Now, is this one you like tow around, Christine? Yeah, that's what I look at it for. It's true. Yeah, I agree with you on that. Just the notion that people can do this their own volition. Yeah, I'm with you. Appreciate you realizing this. Becky came on a chat a couple of weeks ago and was going to get a hold of me the next day, and I haven't heard from her. So no, I have not talked to her. Yeah, I'll do it. I'll come down and give me some pictures of it. So you got 2 grand and she wants 3. Is that the issue, Christine? We could turn it into a party camper. So I have to tell. Oh, okay. I'll tell you, I mean, this is my opinion, which of course is worth nothing. I hate towing things. It's stressful. Towing stuff is constantly on your mind. No, you're right, Phil. You tend to think that you get a new one and it's not going to cause you problems, and not necessarily so. No, I think it does. Yeah, yeah, it's true, Frisky. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. The party property. Yeah, I think towing something stressful. I'm not shitting you. I've driven some Class A motorhomes for people with a boat behind it, just for the experience for people for free. They paid my hotel and that kind of shit, but I didn't charge them for it. What a pain in the fucking ass. You couldn't give me one of those things. You wouldn't think you could run out of gas at a motorhome. I almost did it twice. You know why? Because everywhere is too low, too tight of a turn. Pain in the ass. Oh, sorry about that, Christine. You need to get a hold of some Murmuron or some gummies. You'll sleep like a baby. I'm gonna come down there and get that big hamburger tomorrow. I do know what you mean, Robin. Yeah. Oh, it's a pain in the fucking ass. Yeah, it really is. Oh, good, Robin. Yeah, Robin, there's things to treat that sleep. I mean, I've had that happen myself. I think I've got a circadian rhythm disorder, sleep disorder. I really do. Oh, Auntie, don't get a migraine. I've never had one. Here's another thing, like it's medical stuff that you can take it either way. There's a serotonin link to migraines, but it's flawed. I mean, some people have migraines that have low serotonin, and some people have migraines that have high serotonin. So the studies are really kind of inconclusive. Oh, good for you, Christine. Oh, okay. Hey, Ron. You never sent me your address. You never sent me your address. I'll send it to you tomorrow. It's a beautiful necklace. I'm telling you, Robin, you're going to really like this necklace. This is top notch. It's not bullshit. You send me your address, I'll send it to you tomorrow. It's a really super nice necklace. I'm not kidding you. Do you have my email address? No, it's complex, Angie. It's not one thing. Oh, Dragon Milk is excellent beer. Oh, no kidding, Christine. Good for you. Oh, good. Send me it, Robin. How the hell am I going to send it to you if you don't send me your address? No, I did not. No, I didn't. I looked for it after I said that. I thought, this is another one of these internet fruitcakes. I just sent it to you the next day. Send it to me again. I'll send it to you tomorrow. It's a kick-ass necklace. I'm serious. I'm giving away all my material things. Frisky, you out there? Are you into ephemera? Cool historical documents. Philip, you into any of that shit? It's not hot tonight, but it's going to be hot the next 4 nights. Fucking 90 degrees. No, I did. I swear to God, I didn't get it. I just sent it to you. I thought you were just a weirdo. Yeah, I'll be there, Christine. Hey, try and have some pictures of that camper with you, will you? No, I swear to God, I sent it to you. I'm not kidding. Tom Reed, Tom Reed, 1956 at gmail.com. You're going to love this necklace. I know what they sold for them, what people paid for them. Well, okay, we'll send it. I'll send it to you tomorrow. Yeah, thank you, Phil. Yeah, then that's not the right medication for you. Have you tried Remeron, Christine? Or gummies? Have you tried those? Yeah, you might want to check the titration. You're not taking enough. Trazodone should be working. Oh, thank you. No, I swear to God, and I check my spam too, Ron. I'll send it to you. No, I'm glad to help you. It'll work. I think it's great staying up late like this. I really do. I really like it. It's a different crowd too. Well, it's all you never know. It's not one size fits all, Robin. Have you tried gummies or Remeron? Yeah, cooler. Yeah, you got it. Oh yeah, you're welcome, man. Believe me, it's as good for me as it is for anybody else on here. Thank you. Yeah, I'm the same way, Christine. Oh, that's all right, Christine. You need a break once in a while. Melatonin's bullshit. I'm talking about THC gummies. No, CBD is horseshit for sleep. Have you tried any of those, Angie? I got that medical marijuana card. I'll get you some if you want. I will. They work. You just don't want to take them during the daytime when you got to drive and that kind of thing. And oddly enough, they don't work all the time. CBD is bullshit. Yeah, I mean, I don't know why I think the way I do. I don't take credit for it, Robin. I don't. I'm lucky, man. I've had it broke off in my ass, and I've been very lucky. A fucking card, man. Yeah, yeah. I mean, when you're 65, I mean, you're going to get one automatically. So it's a no-brainer. It's a fucking pain in the ass, I'll tell you that. I know young people that get rejected for it all the time. I do have it. Yeah, I just got it. Believe it or not, you're going to think this is bullshit. I've never smoked marijuana. I have tried gummies, hit or miss. I got the goddamn card so I could buy some friends of mine that lived in states where it wasn't legal stuff to help alleviate their pain. Honest to God. Nah, Christine, you're not getting the right stuff. Have you tried these gummies? Or are you against those, Christine? I'll stop and get you a nice pack of them tomorrow on the way down there. Oh, interesting, Jangle Stick. No kidding. Yeah, right, Philip. You nailed it. That's my opinion. Yeah, Chris, boy, you've come a long way. Congratulations, Joe. The THC, Frisky. THC. I mean, look, I know some people that claim that, if you look at placebos, psychosomatic, double-blind studies, placebos outdo the real McCoy quite often. But I'm telling you, I know people that have chronic pain. There's an interesting lecture by a guy named Dr. Daniel Claw, Clauw. He's a University of Michigan rheumatologist. It's a worldwide pain expert. And he's a 100% believer in gummies with THC. My opinion, which, as I always say, doesn't mean jack shit. You're wasting your time with just CBD. If you've got chronic pain, quit fucking around. Take the hybrid. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's right. It's how it's metabolized, Robin. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, that'll cause that. Yeah. Yeah, good for you, Joe. Believe me, it's something to be proud of. Well, they do with an excess amount of THC. Now, Robin could have some kind of other issues. Yeah, I think if you've got chronic pain or you have a hard time sleeping, I think my opinion, which doesn't mean shit, you're spinning your wheels with just pure CBD. Oh, interesting, Joel. Look up watch that lecture, Jules. You can go to a free lecture there. Dr. Daniel Claw, Clauw. Yeah, he's a very personable, smart guy. No, I don't doubt that, Jangle Stick. Yeah, I believe that. Different strokes. You took the wrong ones, Robin. You probably took sativa. You make sure the next time you do that, or you took too much. Less is better with THC. You might want to try the indica next time. Make sure of it. Not a hybrid, indica only. Sativa will give you energy, and a different kind of energy than caffeine. At least that's been my experience. I think you're right about that, Christine. I'm up for it. Yeah, indica only for sure. Yeah. Although honestly, is more strains are being hybridized, and I don't do too much of this, but I read a lot about it. That this people tend to think that if you take sativa, that you're going to be. It's like you're drinking Americano at Starbucks. That's not true. It's not true. I do tell people if you've never tried it before and you lack energy, you want to take it early in the morning. But I'm telling you, you get the right chemical combination for your metabolism and your chemical makeup, and you'll be cleaning the whole goddamn neighborhood's house for them for free. Yeah, you're right, Janglestick, yeah. And I'm not, believe me, I'm not a big marijuana guy. I've never smoked it. Probably taken 50 gummies in my life, so I'm not trying to sell you on it. I have, yeah, it works. It works. It does work, yeah. All right, Fonda Period, yeah, good. Thanks for coming on tonight. Yeah, thank you. Hope you have a good day tomorrow. You know, I never fooled with drugs. I didn't. No, I would agree, Jules. You know, I'll get you some if you want some. Come down there and visit you. Now, here's the funny thing that I find kind of ironic. If you get the medical marijuana card, what it does is it offers you a stronger strain. But let me tell you, I read up the ass about everything. Less is better with THC. It's not like alcohol. So the medical strain doesn't make sense to me now, but I'm ignorant with regard to chronic pain. I haven't experienced it, so maybe that's a different animal. But I'm telling you, you don't need the medical strain. If you're having a hard time sleeping, I'll tell you this: indica, Remeron, or trazodone. If you have a problem with the trazodone or Remeron, and it's not helping, you're probably not taking enough. Titration's the key. Well, now that I'm staying up all night, not going to bed till the sun comes up, I don't have any problems at all. It's just, it doesn't really fit into the real world doing this. No, I never mess with drugs, Dave. I mean, I'll think I'm a better person for not messing with drugs. I just didn't. It is strong, yeah. But like I said, Angie, less is better with THC. It's not like drinking wine. There are people that go to the emergency room for taking too much THC. They think they're going to die. It can initiate a panic attack. Oh, did you, Joe? Wow. I can't wait till you visit. We'll do it all over again. Now, are you against taking, Christine? If you, it's first of all, it's legal in Michigan. If you could take a gummy, it's not a gateway drug, and you slept well, would you have a problem with that? That it had THC in it, marijuana? I certainly think it's worth a try. I've never smoked pot. I have not. No. Can't wait till you visit, Joe. Start thinking of baby names. Yeah, no, it doesn't. It's sorry to say, Frisky. No, that's not right. My guess would be, and I don't know anything, is you have a genetic predisposition to a sleep disorder, Christine. I don't think you have sleep apnea. I mean, you may. You're not overweight. I doubt it. There's a couple kinds of that. But I bet you genetics are keeping you up at night. Could be hormones as well. It is, Jules. It is. Overall, you're right. Yeah. All right, Phil. Hormones. Yeah, that's it, Angie. That'll do it. And that's a culprit. Sure is. Well, I'll tell you this, staying up all night and sleeping. Here's the funny thing about this is, which doesn't make any sense, is that I've been doing this for about a week and a half. I don't go to bed till like 6:30. Sun, starts getting light at about 5:15. And I get up at noon and I feel more well rested than had I slept 8 hours by sleeping from, 2 to 10, the other way. Crazy. Hey, Jules. Yeah, if it feels good, do it. That's my religion. Oh, that's okay, Christine. Boy, well, you are staying up too late. Yeah, I mean, you're right about that. I mean, you're right, Philip. People get fired 2 weeks after they did it. It's not one size fits all. Oh, I know, Chris. Yeah, I never fooled with it. Christine, can I get you a bag of that? Can I get you a bag of gummies? Um, you want me? My treat. I'll pick you up a bag on the way down. Oh, sorry about that, Dave. Yeah, don't worry about that though, because your knee will be stronger than it's ever been. Medial collateral ligament and anterior cruciate ligament will be stronger than it's ever been. No, that's true. You'll get fired over it. Yeah, you will. Yeah, that no zero tolerance, which is fucking bullshit. But you can lose your job over it. Yeah, well, Michigan's a pretty liberal state. You can grow 12 plants. Actually, marijuana growing is it's a complex plant. I don't like the smell of it. I'm really fascinated with botany. I was considering growing it for people that needed it, but I just don't think I could overcome the smell. That's a good idea, Joe. Yeah, you cool with that? Your choice. Oh wow, 15 years ago. No kidding. Yeah, I'll do it, Christine. I'll pick you up on the way down there. No problem. It's on my way down there. Yeah, I don't mind. I mean, physically, I would agree with that. Not too bad, but mentally, it's definitely an advantage getting older. No, I don't fool with marijuana. I don't mess with it. I do get these gummies, like for sleep, and I buy them for other people, and I get them for a lady I know that's been a YouTube subscriber for a long time that has chronic pain. But I don't fuck with it. But I'm going to get you some tomorrow, and we'll see if it works with your sleep or not. Now, Christine, your husband doesn't have any problem with me doing this, does he? I don't want him to think I'm some pervert or something. That's right, Angie. Yeah, you got to be careful. I mean, you can. There's lots of people that lose their jobs, even though the state they live in, marijuana is legal. There are masking agents you can take though. Yeah, that zero tolerance is a pain in the ass. Yeah, Dave, I would there's a cream that I get a lady that's been a YouTube person. It's THC and CBD, and she swears by it. Dave, I'll tell you another thing you may want to consider. Now, don't laugh, but it's true, and you can only get it at Walmart or on Amazon. Penetrex. Have you tried that? It works. I have a buddy that's a doctor, and he recommends it to patients, and he said he can't believe the positive response that he's got. Penetrex. Oh, zero tolerance? You for that, ain't you? Oh, good for you, Ron. It's THC CBD. It's a combo, isn't it, Angie? Yeah, Penetrex works. I'm not kidding you. It's don't laugh, but it's kind of a non-prescription cream that you can get. You can get Amazon delivered to you, can't you, Dave? I can tell you this: you're not going to get any deals on it. It's never discounted very much. Occasionally, you'll see like 5% Penetrex. If you can get Amazon, which I'm sure you can where you're at, that stuff works. Okay, I'll send it tomorrow, Robin. Promise you. You're gonna really like this. Oh, you can't, Robin? Oh, grower's license. Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Excuse me, feeling good, honey? You're a really good one. I'll look up that cream if you. I'm glad you're getting some relief. Oh, good. No, Angie, marijuana is a complex plant, big time. It's not easy. Hey, whatever works, man. Chronic pain's no fun. Oh, yeah. It's just great this many people are up this late. Thank God for the internet. Christine, how's business been down there lately? Oh, all right, you don't like that. That's good. Nothing wrong with being a night owl, that's for sure. Really, Philip? Yeah, probably true, Joe. Yeah. You're right, Philip. Yeah, true. Good for you, Jules. That's a great thing about the internet, isn't it? We know this now. That's bullshit, Christine. I've read those studies. Yeah, it's fucking horseshit. Don't believe that. Yeah, those are flawed studies. No, it's bullshit. You need another doctor. Oh, no kidding, Dave. Wow. Yeah, you do get the munchies, that's for sure. Yeah, Brittany. Yeah, she was in a coma for a month and eventually died of heart failure from an overdose of heroin and fentanyl. Brittany was a sweetheart. She was born in the most fucked up family ever, including her grandmother. Dead now. So sweet, Pete. Sad. Oh, you have anxiety? Yeah, but Blue, you guys are open to everything out there in Colorado. You should have found something by now. Yeah, it's a, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. You get in that environment, you're born to a fucked up family, and you get into that lifestyle, you're fucked. It's like shooting a slow bullet between your eyes. Takes about 10 to 15 years to get there. I'm bringing Dragon's Milk. I haven't had those in a while. Boy, is it good to be back. Staying up all night and drinking Dragon's Milk. I got a good life. Yeah, Dave, you know how it is. It's constantly changing. Yeah, I went down. That's a fucked up area. So, Dragon's Milk is a beer aged in bourbon barrels. Excellent beer. I mean, it's a little expensive. I mean, it's relative, right? What's expensive? Compared to Budweiser, yeah, it's expensive. It's excellent beer. Yeah, I'll be down there. I'm gonna come down there tomorrow. I'm gonna get you the magic pill too. All right, Christine, I'll see you tomorrow. Be down there tomorrow. We'll party all night. You'll be sleeping tomorrow night, I promise you. Yeah, it's true, Angie. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, it does. But a really good beer. Yeah, good night, Christine. You'll be sleeping tomorrow night, I promise you. Be partying all night down there. Hey, Michael, how you doing? No, excellent beer. Have you tried that, Blue? Good night, Christine. I'll see you tomorrow. Party all night. Try and get those bald eagles to show up. Oh, sorry about that, Angie. You're right, Philip. No, Yoder is 100% Amish. Jules, for sure, yep. Oh, Blue, okay. All right, Dave, yeah. Yeah, good luck with everything. Thanks for coming on tonight. Yeah, you too, Dave. I highly recommend staying up all night. Good. Neighbors are great. Yeah, they're good. They're not as good as the old ones, but good enough. Yeah, check it out, Ron. Yeah, it's true, Ron. Yeah, you'll be able to overcome that. It's nothing. Hey, Philip, have you messed with that time lapse at all on your GoPro?
Philip's a bright guy. Oh, that's a good name, Rome. Oh yeah, thank you, Joe. Glad you're doing well.
Excuse me.
Oh, I'm lucky. Yeah, I'm really lucky, rather. Yeah, it's funny how it's worked out that way. No, I agree.
I mean, you know, it wouldn't mean anything without viewer interaction. I'm gonna send that damn necklace. I never got that address before. Actually, I thought you were a fake profile because I never got it.
Yeah, I didn't check, but I'm sure I did. Yeah.
I'll send it out to you tomorrow. You really like it. I hope you like it. I mean, maybe it won't, but give it to a friend if you don't. But my point is, I know what people paid for them, so I think they're decent. All right, Phil, have a good day. And take care. Thanks for coming on. We'll party all night, all week long. It's 4 o'clock in the morning here. Well, I think I'm going to sign off for you guys. So I hope you guys have a good night tonight. Good day tomorrow. If you're in Michigan, you know we're going to get our broiler here. 90s degrees for 4 days. Sucks. But that's good. What are you going to do? So see you, Ralph. See you, Blue. Take care, Angie. See you, Robin. Get that mail out to you tomorrow. Joe, you have a good night tonight. Doing great. A plus. Yeah, well, hot weather sucks. Hey, Alosha, you have a good night. See you, Frisky. We'll party tomorrow night. Hey, Jules, have a good night. Yeah, see you later. All right, Blue, yep, take care. Thanks. Have a good night, you guys. Yeah, see you. Yeah, have a good day tomorrow, Robin. Hope you do. Yep, Angie, if you're still out there, have a good day as well.